Hello, Aquarius. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Star Spinner Tarot by Trungles. There is a website on here. I believe it's chroniclebooks.com. Is that right? There, I covered it with my finger, I think. Excuse me. That way, if you want to go there. I haven't been on that website yet, but I'm hoping to soon, if I remember when I'm done here. Supportive Oracle Cards, Energy Oracle Cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. No website that I saw on this one anyway. But if you look for that person, you should easily find them. Okay. What do we got for Aquarius? I'm really getting used to this deck a lot quicker than I thought I would, to be honest with you. The Star Spinner Tarot. I actually like it a lot. The more I use it, the more I like it. I'm really getting into the colors. It was a gift, and thank you to the person who gave me the cards. Starting off, Aquarius. This is a very... See, you have the Angel of Strength, right? The Strength card sometimes talks about Leo. Leo is your opposite energy. So I'm getting, like, the situation, I think it's very aggravating for you to start with. There's a lot of fire coming in with this moment. And I feel like, usually Aquarius, when you tick off an Aquarius, they'll tell you exactly where you stand with them. But I'm not getting communication, I'm getting action. This is the type of anger where you're kind of like, you know what? I'm sick of talking about it. This is changing right now, and I'm going to move forward and change it. And that's that. It's kind of like, no, it's all like cerebral is what I'm getting. Kind of like, nope, I've had it. I'm not communicating about this anymore. It's just changing, and I'm doing it. Knight of Wands, Seven of Wands, the Strength card. You're holding your ground, and you're like, you know what? I've gone through enough with this. And you're just moving quickly, and you're making changes. It's almost like, I've lived in this neighborhood for 10 or more years. We always have these problems here. I'm sick of it. I'm putting the house up for sale. And within 2 weeks, you're like, it's up for sale, and you're looking for another place. Because you're like, I've had it. I'm done. I'm sick of talking it out. I'm sick of trying to fix it. No. I'm putting it up for sale, and I'm looking other places. And you're making this decision quickly, and you're like, nope. It's not like it came out of nowhere either. It's just kind of like, no, last straw. And I'm getting the 7th chakra with the woman thinking woman, which I love this energy here. It's very complimentary for you, actually, in the environment. Especially the 7th chakra, kind of feels like things are lining up at the right time for you. This moment of aggravation, it's almost like the universe said, all right, you have an opportunity coming. How do I get you to do that? We're going to tick you off. We're just tick you off, and then you'll go. And then you can take this, then this great opportunity can be yours. That's kind of what I'm getting from this. It's kind of like things kind of worked out purposely at the right time. Because you're not liking this moment when it starts. You're not enjoying it. You're just mad. Ticked right off. Going to make a movement forward. But it's like the universe is like, yes, and at the exact right time. This is all happening purposely at the exact right time for an opportunity to not only be in front of you, but for you to move on it at the same time. There's not a lot of time for healing. This situation isn't healing, is what I'm getting. And whatever's going on with the actual situation, whatever change you're making, it doesn't seem to be healing, and it just seems to be lingering. When I get the 4 of Swords reversed with the Patience, it's kind of like, it's like time is standing still. Things might be going better, but not with your connection to it. Like, I feel like your time with this situation is done, and you've done the best you can with it, and it's kind of like, all right, I'm moving on. you got the Chariot coming in. You're moving forward. You also got the Lover's card. This is a deck that has a lot of Lover's cards in it. There's like 5 face-down cards, so the Lover's card might show up again. Who knows? But I'm getting like the Chariot on your side. You're committed to this change, and you're moving forward with it. The Lover's card is passing the test. Like, yes, this is exactly how this needs to go. It may not feel the best at the time, but it will work out in your favor in the long run. Woman holding a heart with the strategy is kind of like, you need to find something that's better. Because whatever you're walking away from, you're like, I'm not about to repeat that. I need something better. We're going towards the upgrade, and I'm going to get that upgrade. All right, so the energy is it's going a lot faster. I'm going to flip over these middle cards, which is there's 5 of them. Did we get another Lover's card? We did not. That's fine. But we did get the Queen and Knight of Cups. So when this moves forward to the next level, at first, it doesn't seem to be moving fast enough. And I'm using that subjectively. It doesn't mean the situation isn't going by quickly, but as far as you're concerned, not fast enough. That's what I'm getting from it. But when things start to go into place and they start to line up and they click in like they should be and the puzzle starts to come together, you know what I mean? Everything starts locking in as it needs to. I feel like you're going to get exactly what you need, and it's like, I swear to God, it keeps feeling to me like the universe is saying, yeah, we got everything together, everything is ready for you to move forward, we just got to get you to do it. Because the garden and the gate is here. The next phase is coming in. You're walking out of this situation that didn't work, and you're walking towards something else. When you have the garden and the gate, you're walking out of the garden onto this path, and it's kind of like, when you're walking out on it, it's like, I don't know where this is going, but I just got to kind of do what I got to do, and it's time to move forward. So when you're starting off, you're like, I don't see the end result right off the bat. But I'm getting there's a lot of care, there's a lot of complementary energy coming in for you. Queen of Cups, Knight of Cups, like I said before, plus the Queen of Pentacles. Earth and water are very complementary. Things just seem to come together. I still feel like for you, it doesn't feel like it's coming together fast enough, but it is coming together, and it's coming together in a very stable way, in a way that's going to be very fulfilling and very satisfying for you. It's just the rate of return. I feel like it's just taking a while. It just feels like I'm waiting. I feel like I've been done. I'm ready to go. I'm over it. I'm over it, and I'm ready to be done. I was ready to be done last week. It's kind of like that feeling. And I get the Emperor energy on your side kind of pushing in a little bit, in the sense of like, I'm trying to think of other ways, but I'm not going to settle for something less. I'm going for the upgrade. I'm not going to leave this situation just to end up with another equally crappy situation. No, I need the upgrade. And I feel like you're very strong with that. Like, this is about what I want and what I need. And you're fighting to make that happen. When I say fighting, you're just making sure it works out your way. Like, I don't think anybody's really standing against you that strongly. I don't get like a lot, because you have the Emperor on your side, like you're fighting it forward. And I get the Fool and the attachment here with some type of resistant energy. But I don't feel like this is strong enough to really hold you back. Like, because when I'm getting the Fool with attachment, it's like, getting something to kind of lock down the way it needs to is kind of resistant. And I feel like you're playing hardball when you need to. Kind of like, listen, if you don't want me to be a part of this, I'll just go somewhere else. No, we don't want you to go somewhere else. What do you need? For you, this isn't really like the worst fight ever. It's just kind of like there's a little bit of a resistant energy with attachment and the Fool. Kind of like somebody's expecting you to do things more their way than the way you want to. And you're like, that's not an option here. We're going to do it my way, or I'll go somewhere else. I don't think this energy is going to hold up to you very easily. Not for very long, anyway. Even though that's a major arcana, the Fool isn't really the strongest card, in my opinion, of the major arcana. So I feel like you're going to easily work through this the way you need to. I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. We just need to kind of acknowledge it. It may be just a point where you're just like, listen, do it my way or do it with somebody else. It might be one of those things. Because I don't think you have to negotiate that much. I don't think you'd have to. And there might be this energy around you where it's kind of giving you the impression, well, you want that, Aquarius, well, I want this. I don't think you have to worry about that. Kind of like, well, how about this? You give me what I want, and if it's not going to work for you, you go somewhere else. And I feel like that's your energy saying that to them. Like, it's the Aquarius way, and if you don't want to do it the Aquarius way, I understand that you have to go somewhere else, and I'm okay with that. And that might be the negotiation style you have with this. Because especially with the Fool energy, like, they may want something that they're not going to get. And that's just how it is. So instead of negotiating it, kind of like, I accept this isn't going to work for you. Better luck with someone else. And they're like, well, wait, Aquarius. They're like, what do you mean, wait? I'm not negotiating. I'm telling you, do it my way or do it with someone else. All right, we'll do it your way, Aquarius. Because I don't think you're going to have to really negotiate that much here. That's how I feel it. When the negotiation is done, I'm not kidding, you're done. You were like, gotta go. I don't see you wanting to be a part of whatever it was. Whatever you walked away from, especially when I'm feeling this Three of Wands, kind of like, no, I'm not looking to, like, it's kind of like when I leave this, if it was going to be like moving from a house, when you leave, you're like, I packed up all my stuff, I cleaned up everything, I turned off all, I disconnected my connections to, like, all the utilities, like, I'm done. If you have questions, like, I guess you can send me a text, and when I get a moment, or send me an email, and when I get a moment, I'll tell you what I can tell you. But it's not gonna be priority for me. I'll do it when I feel like it. You're done. There may be some residual things, but I feel like you don't really have to be that connected with this. It's interesting to me that the Two of Pentacles is showing up, because I feel like somebody's trying to keep you connected to something. Because I get the Six of Wands here, though, which is success. They technically got what they wanted, but somebody's trying to keep you connected to this past environment. I don't think you have to do that. I'm really getting, like, when you walk away, you're done. I think the peaceful way to end this is just kind of like, all right, well, if you have a question, text it to me or email me, but I got a lot going on, so if it's urgent, you're going to have to go to someone else. And when I get a moment, I'll respond where I can. And then I feel like when you respond, like, they might send you, for example, an email on Wednesday, you might respond to that at the end of Friday. Basically because you're trying to give them the impression, like, if you need something right away, it's going to be a while. You'll respond to them, but you keep spacing it out, and they just seem to slowly go away. And that's that. Because I just feel with that Two of Pentacles, there's still a connection left here. Something else, a few little loose ends have to be tied up or something. And I'm getting the Magician in the Mirror. Magician and the Mirror. I always say that wrong, but oh well. I feel like they're just kind of like, you want to be careful about them having too much access to you, whoever they are. Because I'm getting, like, what they're seeing versus what's really going on. I think again, the strategy card comes in. I think you're going to have to strategize how you deal with this. The simplest thing, and I think that's really easy for Aquarius. Like, just because somebody sends you a message doesn't mean you can't sit on it. But then again, you could do a lot more with that. I'm getting it's not just about waiting, how you're responding, what information you're giving. Another tactic is like, well, all right, I'll answer this question, but I'll also give them something they have to do on their side before they come towards me again. That's another piece of that tactic. Because I feel like you're kind of like, no, I'm done. I want to disconnect from it. So it's kind of like, all right, I'll take my time responding, but when I respond, I'll leave it a little bit open, and then I'll kind of push towards them that they have to do a little bit of work on their side and get me answers if they expect me to keep conversing back and forth. And I think that might shut them down a little more. In fact, you could be really good at this in the sense of, like, I'll make sure that when they go ask for those questions, they'll go and get those answers, but then they'll realize they can get also the answers they want from me, they can get from that same source. So they don't really even have to bother me. So you might have to kind of, like, be a little bit sly in that. Like, I'll make them go search out those answers, and hopefully they'll realize they can go there for all their answers and just leave me alone altogether. And that'll be that. Yeah, you're done. You're just done. I feel like you're just done. And it's just about how you... Because I feel like when you're tying up the loose ends, I feel like you just want to leave it on a positive note for whatever reason. There's a reason for that. I don't know what it is. I guess it's subjective. It's a general read. But the way this is ending, it seems to be important to you because it just leaves it in a peaceful manner, but also disconnects you. For some reason, again, I keep feeling like that's important. And that's up to you why that's important, I guess, when you get there. If this reading hits, I know, it's a general read. Anything else? All right, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.